the end of the second week of the ketogenic diet series. I'll be honest with you, this week I kind of messed up a little bit. For one of my meals, I completely blew my carb limit for the day. And I didn't eat much that day, so I didn't think it'd be a big deal, but it took me the rest of the week to get back to ketosis. For that reason, I only lost 2 pounds in the past 7 days. And now I understand the importance of really being careful about staying within your carb limit. That's the biggest news. So I weigh 248 pounds as of this morning. Last week I was 250. Just as of this morning, I was able to start losing weight again. But the whole week I was stuck at 250. In fact, I even went up to 252 at one point. If you're going to try this type of diet, be aware of that. Some things I've noticed this past week are I feel that that coldness affects me more than it used to. Perhaps it's because I'm eating less calories per day. Perhaps it has something to do with the actual carb intake. I'm not sure. I feel like I get colder more easily, and that's not been a typical thing for me. I'm usually what I would call very warm-blooded. I could go outside when it's 25 degrees in a t-shirt, as long as it wasn't windy, and be relatively comfortable. But right now it's probably 35 degrees and it's not windy, and I'm pretty comfortable out here, but I'm colder than usual. I got my jacket on and all that. Although by the fire it's much warmer, of course. What's exciting is that I'm 248 pounds now. That's only 3 pounds away from my first milestone, which is 245 pounds. And the reason that's my first milestone is because that is the lightest I've ever been as an adult. And I'm trying to get back there, and I'm trying to get better than that. So hitting 245 will be a huge milestone for me, and I'm very close to it. This past week I also started exercising. I mentioned that in the last video that I was kind of feeling like I wanted to get out and do stuff. So last week I started running. I used to run a lot. The fastest I ever ran was 3 miles in 18 minutes and 32 seconds. I surprised myself with that. I don't think I could ever do it again. That was probably just a fluke. I was probably trying to impress a girl. Honestly, I think that's what it was. My average pace is probably around 9-minute miles. Definitely not 6-minute miles. That's not normal for me. 9-minute miles was my norm. So I ran probably, I didn't really count it, but I probably ran around 3.5 miles the other day. I felt really good. My legs are super sore afterwards. I also have been doing push-ups. I did 50 push-ups the other day. I did a few more today. And I was able to do my first full pull-up. I've never been able to do a complete pull-up. Last night I was able to do 1 full pull-up and then 3/4 of the next pull-up. That's huge for me. I've never been able to do that before. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this week. Not much to report, just because I kind of fell off. I'm trying to get back, on the diet where it's actually working. So I'm sorry, I messed up a little bit. I didn't realize just how finicky this ketosis was. Now that I've learned, I know to stay on it. If you're interested in what I'm doing right now, check out my last video that I posted to my channel, not in the ketosis diet, the ketogenic diet. Check out the last video. Kind of interesting. The first, I think it's the first 3 or 4 minutes is all about me cooking outside in the same setup I got here. And then I just kind of have, my own thoughts and kind of ramblings after that. Listen to them if you want. I kind of like to talk. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see y'all next week, and God bless. Should be toward us.